The date was July 17, 1955. Over 28,000 guests waited in anticipation as a crowd of news crews and major names like Art Linkletter and Ronald Reagan prepared to cover the big event. Little did they know, but this group of lucky individuals would bear witness to one of the entertainment industry's greatest historic moments. At 4:30 that afternoon, ABC would air its biggest live telecast to date, broadcasting to the whole world the culmination of one man's creativity, passion, and determination. That man was Walt Disney, and July 17th marked the grand opening of his personal dream, the first Disneyland theme park. Situated on 160 acres in the once sleepy town of Anaheim, California, Disneyland was unlike anything the world had ever seen before. Intended simply as a place for himself and studio employees to take their children, Disneyland soon blossomed into something much bigger, completely revolutionizing the amusement park industry as it was once known, and becoming a source of imitation for nearly every theme park conceived thereafter. I am one of those people inspired by Walt's ideas. Having visited the Walt Disney World theme park in Florida several times as a young girl, I was always extremely fascinated with the colorful characters, the detailed buildings, and the general theatricality that extended far beyond just the rides and attractions. What I experienced as a little girl was sheer magic, and it is the recreation of that magic that drives me in my pursuits as a theme park designer. Now, you're probably wondering just what does theme park design entail? Just how is that magic created? Well, while it may seem like all fun and games, there's actually an enormous amount of work, time, and, of course, money involved. Apogee Attractions, a theme park design service operating out of Massachusetts, outlines on their website the many steps of the theme park design process. The first part of this process is the planning stage. It is in this stage that a person's basic vision and desired park location are assessed for marketability. If the person's park is deemed feasible, then further conceptualization of rides, restaurants, merchandise, and other attractions takes place. From these ideas, a master plan can be drawn up and used in the acquisition of financing for the project. Once funding is properly secured, the park enters the building stage. More detailed concepts and schematics are drawn up for use in construction, and the various components of the project are put up for a competitive bid among contractors. Once these are lined up, the park really begins to take shape as buildings, walkways, and rides are built and installed. Teams made up of various craftsmen, artists, and engineers work together to bring the park's theme or themes to life through these and other structures. As described on the Walt Disney Company website, these visual storytellers are dubbed Imagineers, a name Walt Disney himself coined for Disneyland's original design team. Disney knew the value of this crew working behind the scenes when he said that it takes people to make the dream a reality. Once construction is complete, a theme park enters the final stages of ride testing and staff training. Safety concerns must also be addressed before the park can be open to visitors. Besides the installation of restraints on rides where they are deemed necessary, operators must be made aware of who should and shouldn't be allowed on a particular ride, and height restrictions and other notifications must be posted warning riders of potential hazards. Only once the park has been properly tested for quality and safety may it finally open its doors to the general public. When Disneyland officially opened on that Sunday afternoon back in 1955, Walt Disney christened his park with the following words, as preserved on sites like DisneyDreams.com. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Over half a century later, Disney's ideals and vision do continue to inspire people like myself who dream of creating a little magic of our own for future generations to enjoy.